Hello everyone, so today's video is kind of like a bit experimental. I ended up coming up with this look to like finish with, but basically I just sat down and I wanted to play with some makeup to figure out what I'm going to do for Halloween. So this is a very wearable glam Halloween look you could literally wear for any costume, like at all. I added a bit of like a bright orange glitter on my inner corner just to like add it a bit pumpkin-y, but you can obviously skip that step if you want. I also got my nice little pumpkin spice candle burning in the background. Not that you can see it, not that you can smell it, but I know it's here and it's making me happy. Make sure you comment down below also any Halloween looks or any tutorials at all, any videos you would like to see, because I'm all about doing requests. I'm doing a rainbow week soon because someone asked for a rainbow week. So yeah, if you ask, I will probably do it. So I hope you enjoyed this look and let's begin. Please ignore like the pictures behind me because I'm trying to figure out this whole setup and just figure out how I can make it work. But until then, I was feeling creative, and it's almost Halloween. It's Halloween. I'm going out for Halloween next weekend. It's Halloween in like 2 weeks, but I have no idea what I'm going to do with my makeup. I don't want to do like a proper costume because we're just going out. So I just want to do some like grungy kind of like smoky makeup. I don't know. So I thought I would sit down and, as I would usually, just play with some makeup, figure out my look and involve, you know, all of you at home. Also, I finally just had my hair redone and honestly I've never felt better. Like, I love it. I feel fabulous. I do have a candle burning in the background. It's my pumpkin and spice one, but like, you know, you can't really see it, so it's kind of irrelevant, but it's not irrelevant because I can smell it. So I'm going to start by just doing my eyebrows, as always. I'm just going to do them my normal colour. I'm just going to do them my normal colour, using my normal products, you know, all of that. I'm just going to like comb them up and just fill them in using the Maybelline Colour Tattoo, which I actually really love for doing my brows. Like, even though it's an eyeshadow base, I think it's really good for brows. Okay, so as you can tell, I've filled in my eyebrows and I've also like half done one eye. I've not finished it yet, but like I just thought I'd get like a feel of how I wanted to do it. This is kind of what I had in mind. I've not finished yet. I want to put some like glitter on and all that kind of thing. But I thought I would just, you know, do the base, so I kind of figured what I was doing. So I'm going to start on this eye now just to show you what I've done on this eye, and then, you know, I guess we'll see where I end up doing this look, because these looks never seem to end up how I actually planned them. So I do have an eye base on. My sister stole my concealer and has taken it to London with her. Well, not London, but like somewhere down south. So I'm not the happiest about that because it's the only concealer I have currently that I use. I'm going to start by going in with this deep red shade, kind of like a red maroon kind of colour, and I'm going to take this on a really dense round packing brush. I'm going to load up the product on my brush. I'm just going to raise my eyebrows, start in the middle, and I'm just going to start literally just plopping that on the eye in a circle shape, like just round my crease. Just kind of like pressing it in and wiggling it in, so make sure it's all deposited. And make sure you get to the inner corner as well, because as you can see there's this nice inner corner blend, so we want to get right on the inner corner. And then I'm just going to wipe my brush off on my pyjama pants, but like use a towel or like a paper towel. And then now the brush has pretty much no product on, I'm just going to go in tiny circular motions around the edges of the eyeshadow. Okay, so now I've got this kind of thing going on. I'm going to go in with a slightly fluffier brush, but still quite small. And I'm going to go into this bright orange shade here. This isn't the most pigmented orange. I would prefer it if it was a lot more pigmented, but I'm just going to pack it on the brush again. I have to quite like dig in quite a bit. But then I'm just going to do the same thing as I did just then, but with the orange instead. So I'm going to go along the edges of the red in tiny little circular motions, just to blend. Okay, so once I'm happy with that blend, I'm going to go in with another crease brush. You could just use the same brush, but I am very particular. I like to use a different brush for a different colour. So this is a Zoeva Luxe crease brush, and I'm going to go in with On Fuego from the Naked Heat palette. It's a really deep kind of like burgundy brown kind of shade, and I'm just going to take this on my brush, kind of load it up, and again I'm just going to do the same thing but lower in the crease as I did with the red. So I'm just going to start on the middle, just packing it on, but this is slightly lower than I placed the red, so it's kind of like my mobile lid but in that crease area, if that makes any sense. You can kind of see where it's being placed, so below the red but still in my crease. And again I'm just going to kind of pat it down and then do little tiny swiping motions to blend. And I'm going to do this all the way to my inner corner, because again we want the blend all the way around. And then just doing little tiny circular motions, not really going into the red zone but just kind of like buffing out this On Fuego shade. And it always helps if you raise your eyebrow, because then you can see like more of your lid space. Like that. As you can see, we've got a nice blend going on so far. On another brush, pretty much the same, I'm going to go in with the shade Ashes, which is a really deep, dark purple, almost a black shade. And again, I'm just going to do the exact same thing, but a tiny bit lower. So this blends into the On Fuego shade. And taking any black liner, like cream liner or pencil, I'm just going to take it and pat it along the lash line, and then start to pat it upwards just on the lid up to where the Ashes shade was, and just keep patting it in until it's kind of blended. And I'm kind of using like a dragging down motion, like this, as you can see. Like that. And once that has covered the entire lid, I'm going to go in with a Morphe M422 brush, which is just a really big packing brush. And I'm going to go back in the shade Ashes with this shade, with this brush. And I'm just going to pack that over the top of the black gel. This means it's going to be more pigmented, more intense, it's going to last longer. I would use black, but I think black is very harsh, and this on top of the black base gives the illusion of it being as dark as black, but like not quite as like difficult to work with. Then just go back in with the same brush that you used for Ashes before and just blend out those edges. If you can see that, it's nice and blended and it all is seamless and goes into one. So for the lid I have a few options. I want like a sparkly lid but keeping it dark. So I'm either thinking this shade Berry Treasure from the Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, Edible Gem from the Caramel Melange palette, which is again it's very similar, very dark with glitter particles. Or I have this single shadow from Urban Decay, which is called Scorpio, and it's like a black with gold glitter. I'm thinking this one because this is the one I was initially thinking of. And I'm just going to try and take it on my finger and like pat it on the centre of the lid. Oh yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted, yeah. And just pat it on the centre of the lid. I'll zoom you in. You can see it's kind of just added a bit of sparkle. So my camera's dying, so I'm just going to do everything that I did on the upper and just do it on the lower lash line, do my face makeup. This is the eyes so far. I actually really like these. So these are the eyes done. Please excuse that alarm. I will be doing a voiceover for the rest of the video if it doesn't go off. But I just thought I'd show you the eyes. I'm going to do some more glitter, but I'm just waiting for my lashes to dry. So I'm going to do some contour. And I'm going to contour with like a really cool tone shade. Okay, so I've done everything apart from my highlight and my inner corner. So this is the eye look complete. You could just leave it like this. It's a very wearable Halloween glam. Basically my entire base routine is just the usual routine and the alarm stopped finally. but I used like a slightly more cool toned contour, and I'm going to use a more icy toned highlight. But you could obviously just leave it like this. I'm going to add a bit of orange glitter on these in like the inner corner because I think that'll look cool. So I'm first going to go in with a bit of Sweater Weather from EROSEGLITZ just on my finger. I'm just going to tap this on my inner corner. And then I'm going to take some glitter glue. This is just the Paint Glow glitter glue, and I'm just going to put a bit of that on the back of my hand. I'm just going to work it into the back of my hand so I've got like a really thin amount. And then just place that on top, like in a really thin layer. And I'm going to take the shade Babe by EROSEGLITZ, which is this bright orange glitter shade. And I'm just going to place that on top. Oh, I love that. It's like the perfect pumpkin-y orange shade. I love it. Yeah, I love that. Alright, so this is the completed look. Obviously you could just do a nude. I did like a ombre brown nudie purple thing. But yeah, this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you're doing for your makeup at Halloween, if you're celebrating. And if you like this look, because I really like it. I think it's really cute. So yeah, this is the finished look. I am in love with this and I cannot wait for next weekend now so I can do it. Oh, I love it. I think that orange really makes it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously not everyone wants to do really grungy, like bloody Halloween makeup. Like this could be more like a wearable, like for any look really, and you could just like switch up the colours. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!